Welcome to At the Cottage with me, Chef D, my good friend Chef Aaron Klein, here at Windermere House, where today we're going to talk about halibut.
Halibut, yeah.
Arctic char.
Arctic char, yes.
We're going to do some potatoes.
Some potatoes,
We're going to see a really cool farmer.
Really cool farmer.
That's a really cool farmer.
Yeah.
And a whole lot more. Won't you join us on At the Cottage with me, Chef D?
Yo, check this out.
Hey, Chef D here with my good friend Chef Aaron Klein. We're going to be breaking down a halibut in a minute in a busy kitchen. It is a little bit noisy in here. You're going to see people go back and forth because we're trying to take a little bit of your time away. I really appreciate this. I know how busy the resort is. And so tell me a little bit about this beautiful little fish we have in front of us.
So this little guy right here.
Yeah.
So we order these direct from the East Coast.
Okay.
They're all line caught halibut, sustainable. We get them in, we essentially put in a ticket, and the size that they send us is the size that we get.
Yeah.
So we've got, this one's I think 77 pounds.
Yeah, I noticed that. That was really cool.
We've had 100 and 125 pounders before.
That takes up a lot of the table.
Oh yeah, you start putting tables together. They get quite large, but again, just a beautiful cold water, just nice, beautiful white flesh on
100%.
The halibut.
And also too, going back old school, where I remember when I was at Weber's, we do fish and chips, halibut fish and chips, and we get the halibut fletches in and break them down. So this is kind of taking me back, Aaron.
Taking you back a
It's
bit?
taking
All
me
right.
back.
All right.
Okay, are you ready to get started?
Yeah, we're ready
Okay.
to get started here. So the one thing to remember about a halibut is you actually get 4 fillets.
Yep.
Where normally a round fish, you'll take off a fillet
Right.
from either side. So we're actually going to follow this line
Yep.
here, with the exception of when it deviates right there. We're going to
Yep.
just take that straight across.
Okay.
We're going to come down the collar
Yep.
underneath here, and then So we're going to start by taking just an incision at the top.
Okay, I'm really glad Chef's doing it because I haven't done this for a very long time. Remember when we used to have to take the pin bone out of salmon?
Oh yeah, no. That's no. We still do that here. So we brought
Yep.
in some BC sockeye as well
Yep.
that were very, very nice.
Oh, and it'd be so amazing, right?
Yeah. Just gonna keep
I
going.
love the farm raised, but when you can get wild, it's so much better.
Just a much better product in my mind. But
Yeah.
okay, I'm just gonna make a little incision at the base of the tail here,
Yeah.
just so we can start taking that out. All right.
And how many team members do you have here in the summer?
Right now we're sitting at about 35 kitchen employees
Yep.
between the two. So we get a lot of staff from all over the world, and they get to bring their expertise
Yes.
from all their areas. So actually, the sous chef here is from the East Coast. So
Okay.
normally I let him do this. So I'm gonna try and make him proud on this one. But so we're just gonna follow the.
Yep.
I'm just gonna take this straight down.
Yeah, and you can just see how Chef's going right along the bone line.
Yeah. There we go. So you can actually hear that, right?
Yeah, right? Now, we'll use some of the bones in that for fish stock.
We actually make a halibut demi.
Oh,
Yeah, so we actually take all these bones because
Yep.
it's actually a fattier fish, so you get a little
Yep.
bit of that collagen.
Yep.
It makes quite a lovely stock. So we actually we'll take this, we'll make it into a stock, we'll add some more aromatics to it, we'll knock it down for about a day and a half.
Yep.
And we get actually a beautiful fish glacé that we turn that we actually use with this dish on the menu.
I know what I'm having for dinner tonight.
All right, there we go. Okay, so we're just gonna come straight across right till the end. Yes, there we go. Thank you, chef.
No, it's all good.
All right, straight out. Perfect. We'll flip this back over
Yep.
so we can cut underneath.
Here, I'll hold on to that for you.
Thank you. Take it right under the base.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Just look at that. That is just a thing of beauty, right?
Oh yes, nice, nice fish. And what we'll do is we're actually going to take take this piece off, but we'll have to get a little bit reset here.
Okay. Okay, so we got the fillet. You broke it down. This is absolutely beautiful, and I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad you did it. You know, mine might have been a little bit messier. So now we're going to take this, and we're actually going to do it in banana leaves, right?
Yes.
And then put it on the open fire, because both you and I like playing with fire.
Love it, absolutely. Yeah, and then we're gonna actually pair this dish. So we're gonna use a little bit of that halibut jus that we talked about. We're gonna pair this dish with some of just the petite herbs and lettuce from the Windermere House Garden.
Okay, perfect.
So yeah, we just want to get in here. We're gonna take off the fillet here. So
and you're gonna see that underneath there.
Yeah. So you'll see it's kind of got a little bit of that connective tissue and fat there. We're just gonna remove the skin here. I'm actually just gonna take this piece off from the length, just to make it easier to come across. And we will come in from the tail, put that up.
Here, I'll come on this side of you and I'll hold the tail for you. Here you go.
Thank you. Just gonna have to take it, yeah. Sometimes when you get these bigger fish, it's definitely a two-man job.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take that skin right off there. All right, and then just for argument's sake, what we're gonna do is just take a piece so we can actually get a nice cut out of it. Leave this guy here. And we'll get a nice like 6-7 ounce portion that we will wrap in banana leaf. We'll just get a couple of these guys that we can drop in. All right, so you have a nice halibut steak. Got our banana leaf, which we're gonna cut section off. We're just gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper on them, because I think the fish kind of speaks for itself.
100%.
So
and this way too, when with the banana leaves, it's a natural way of, you know, we can do it with parchment paper, you can do it a whole bunch of different ways, but this is actually going to keep the moisture in with the fish.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just gonna wrap it, sides tucked in, wrap that, and that will go in the
perfect.
fire.
Okay, and we're going to go up to the fire very shortly.
Yo, check this out.
So Chef Aaron has all these great greens, and he said, Chef, you got to come out and see this grower of mine. And this is fantastic. Don, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Excited to be here.
So tell me a little bit about why you came up to this region.
Well, we both had jobs in Cambridge, and we decided we had gone to Cambridge Farmers Market, Milton Farmers Markets. We looked for land in the area, and it just was too expensive.
Exactly.
So we started searching other parts of Ontario, found ourselves up here, and then found that it was much more reasonably priced. So we decided to purchase up here. It's about 48.5 acres. So, and then it was just for 30 years, basically nothing had been, it's just dormant. And then we decided, you know, if we're going to build, this is a beautiful spot. We can start from scratch. And we proceeded to kind of build everything you see.
This is amazing. So what are we growing here right now?
Through Johnny's Selected Seeds, this is called the Salanova program.
Okay.
So basically there's 8 different varieties. So a good mixture from your butterheads to basically an insize, which is more of a, how would you say it? Gives it more of a crisp to the lettuce, right? So rather than down south, we tried a mesclun mix, and we found that it was very picky weather-wise, right? Bottoms would turn colored, wouldn't do really well. So with this program, right from us seeding trays to transplanting it, going with full heads, cutting back the head, and then mixing it. So how you see it is how it was in the tray. So we shake up the seeds, and then that way you're getting a different mix every time in the boxes that we sell. So.
From seed to almost, this is getting ready to harvest. How long does that take?
Overall, I would say about 60 days.
Okay.
Somewhere around there. Yep.
Okay. So you're starting them early in the spring, then bring them out to the greenhouse and go from there?
Every week there's a new, so each cell tray is 128 cells.
Yep.
And each week we do 7 trays.
Wow.
So it's weekly, and then so about 4 or 5 weeks ago, those trays are ready to go in this week's.
Okay. So the other part to this is then, so you start in spring and then you go to about December now?
Correct. Yep. This will be a first year that we will be growing into December.
And we'll be buying into December.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's just like we've with all the local support from restaurants around here. Windermere House has, since we've our inception and started to get going, they've always been part of our farm, right? So they've been very supportive. So you need sales to get into December.
Yep.
We have those sales to make it work.
Perfect.
Kind of thing, right?
And this is amazing. And when Chef Aaron was explaining to me, hey, I have this farm. And I love this. This is truly one of the things I truly love. And we're going to take some, we're going to make some dishes with it. And hey, thanks for coming on the show. Thanks for growing. Thanks for what you do. And I know how happy that chef is over on that side over there. Continued success, okay?
Thank you very much for having us. It's very exciting.
And do a shout out for your website and everything right now.
Our Instagram is Down to Earth Organic Farm, and that's it. We don't have a website.
Okay.
So
Down to Earth Instagram. Check it out. Check them out if you're up here. It's absolutely fantastic. Chef, thanks for bringing me here.
Thank you.
People have asked me over the years, can we do another Steak 101? And so I thought with Chef Aaron, we got some beautiful New York strip loins. I always like kind of patting them dry before I put them on the barbecue.
Yep.
And then just a little bit of salt and pepper. Save the Montreal steak seasoning for another cut, okay? Just come back to that. And we have our barbecue. It's now a medium high, so we're about 700 degrees. So you're gonna hear the sizzle. And we're gonna do the quarter turn. These are about 10 ounce steaks, and we can kind of go from there. A little bit thicker in your New York is always a little bit better, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And if you're like my parents, this is a good steak to have because they still like it. I've been doing this for 40 years. They still like it medium well,
That's okay.
Right? So,
but you still get some juice in these guys that really well too, right?
100%. Inside cut. So again, if you're looking at it, you don't want to take the outside cut where the little bit of sinew through it. Maybe cut that up into stir fry.
Yeah, for sure.
So then we're just going to give it a quick turn.
You see the sear? That's when drying it comes into play. You get that really nice caramelization, the lines on there. And the smell, you can't go wrong with
right? There's something about that.
Just nice and quick with that heat too.
Exactly. And again, nice big heat on the Crown Verde here. If you want a little bit cooler, just come to the front, a little bit hotter near the back. Just a second. And you're going to start seeing the fat starting to render down.
Yeah.
I love steak. There's nothing, right?
There's nothing better than a good, well-cooked steak. There you go. Look at that. Somebody's barbecued before, I think, Chef.
And then I'll just close this for a second. You saw that we did the 2 turns. We flipped it over. Now we'll do another quarter turn, about 1.5 to 3 minutes, and you're going to have a beautiful rare steak. And, for most of us, that's the way we like it. If you want to go a little bit farther, you can go a little bit farther. You have the beautiful markings.
Yo, check this out.
Welcome back to At the Cottage with me, Chef D. A really good friend and great chef, Aaron Klein, Director of Culinary for Windermere House here. And we get to play with fire now.
We get to play with fire, Chef, yes.
I've been waiting for this all day. So we've done our halibut and our banana leaves that we're going to place in the fire a little bit. And we have our corn.
Yep.
We've worked on our Arctic char.
Yep.
So a little bit of butter. little bit of thyme, and some garlic, right? We're going to wrap that up. Do you want to wrap that up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. And then I have some fingerling potatoes here. We're going to add a little bit of salt, some fresh rosemary and thyme. Okay, a little bit of butter,
A little bit of butter.
right? Yeah, maybe a little bit more, right?
A little bit of butter.
Yeah, one more.
A little bit.
We're going to wrap this up
Yep.
like so. Nothing fancy about this. Now, we have also some, okay, you got this, okay, sorry, I'm going to take this out just to show the viewers. This is unbelievable. Tell me the story about this.
So these are maitake mushrooms, or hen of the woods. And they're from a company that had purchased some land with a bunch of felled trees, and they naturally spore these. So they're all organic, hen of the woods, maitake mushrooms. But they're beautiful. They come in these great big heads.
Yeah, like it's just like eating a piece of meat.
Yeah.
Yes. Fantastic. So I'm going to grill these off on our grill here, but let's go to the fire.
Let's go to the fire. Yeah.
Okay, so what we're looking for in the fire, you don't want the big flames,
No,
right?
no,
You
no.
want the beautiful coals, and we're getting there.
Yep.
That's what we got. So I'm gonna place our Arctic char just right here.
Right on the edge.
Not too close. And then I have my potatoes. I'm gonna move them all kind of over here where there's a little bit more heat. Right there.
All right.
And you got some corn here.
Yeah, we got some corn, so we'll get those just kind of resting up. We'll probably burn off some of the
Yep.
some of the leaves there, but
Love it.
got those
Just
in
love
there.
it. So can I tell you a quick story? So we're doing an event for an ATV company. This goes back about 6 or 7 years ago, maybe a little bit longer. And we had this big roaring fire, right? And if you know, Chef, I have no more hair on my legs.
So you got a little close?
No, I got a little close.
Okay.
And that's what's so great about the banana leaves. Like what you're doing is you can place them on the logs.
Yeah.
And then they have the moisture in them, and it's just gonna do such a great job
Kinda-
with the halibut.
Kind of steams too.
Exactly. And that's what you're looking for. Is you don't want the big, raging fire. You want it just to be nice, and you just feel the heat coming off.
Slow
that, right?
cooking. Oh yeah.
Exactly. So while you're gonna look after this, I'm gonna go over and grill off some leeks and onions and mushrooms and
Yeah.
Okay.
And birds, oh my.
As you can see, I love, we've moved the banana and the halibut over, but just look you can just start seeing the steam come through the banana leaves there. A little bit of smoke, a little bit of char, which is a great thing. We're just going to turn over our Arctic char. Our potatoes, right there. Oh, and I love that you put the demi-glaze in there for the steaks. That's such a cool idea. That's what cast iron is all about, and have some fun with this. Hey, and if the first time it doesn't go very well, that's okay. You're going to learn from it, and the next time will be even better.
Yeah, we've all been there.
100% we have.
Turn your back for 5 seconds.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You got the bonfire again. Oh yeah, you can see that starting to go.
Yeah,
already.
it's starting
Nice.
to catch nicely there. I just look at it's just going to reduce down. We're going to have a beautiful. Well, we're going to continue having some fun here, and you guys are going to come back, and we're going to continue to be laughing, and yeah, and hopefully we have some great food in just a couple of minutes. So it's beautiful here now, right?
Yes.
But you're also going to be open all year round, right?
Yeah, we're opening all year round, so it's only been a seasonal property up until now, and we're making a go of it all year.
So in the winter, you can come back up here and do some.
Ice fishing.
Yep.
We're gonna put some saunas and hot tubs. There's going to be skating. There's a bunch of local stuff in the fall. There's the big cranberry festival. World's biggest, I hear, actually.
I hear that.
So there's lots of stuff to do up here in the fall, winter. So I think it's going to be a really fun time.
I think we might have to come up in the fall, and the colors here would probably be like amazing.
I think you're going to have to too.
Cranberry festival.
Yeah, cranberry
Right?
festival.
Cranberries. And isn't Bala like the home of the world's largest cranberry
Yeah.
producer?
Oh yeah, they're massive. Johnson's Cranberry Farms there.
Yeah.
There's there's lots of a big festival. They do a whole festival around it. But
Cranberry wine?
cranberry wine, blueberry wine, cranberry spritzers. Gotta test the product, chef.
Oh, right, right. Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. So check out Windermere House. They can go online and check it out on a beautiful website.
Yeah,
You know,
website,
all the social
Instagram,
media.
all the socials. Yeah, at Windermere House. The Windermere Pub has its own. The Rosso at Windermere House has its own. So.
And check it out. Oh, you're also going to do some seasonal menus.
Yes, yeah, we changed up the menu. So even though we've only been open a couple months, we're already changed the menu in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And we kind of rotate with what's available with all those lovely producers that you've got to meet a couple. So.
We've taken it off the fire.
Yep.
We're getting ready. So we have my steak. We've let my steak rest, and so I'm going to grab some of these greens. One for me. One for a plate. These are just so good. Oh man,
so sweet, so fresh and crisp. Yeah, they're beautiful.
right?
Yeah, it's not like the stuff you get in the grocery store.
No.
This is,
And just so much pride. You know
Yes.
what I mean? Like I love going there because they love showing off what they're doing, and they're so. You're right. Right. Enough.
Look at that.
I know, right?
Beautiful.
One more piece on. Just look at that. Oh yeah.
Can't argue with that.
And then you have some herb oil here,
Yep,
right?
just a little bit of herb oil. It's a nice drizzle. Beautiful.
Right. Okay. And you're gonna do the halibut?
Yeah, I'll do the halibut. But
Nice.
serve that with a nice
Yep.
piece of corn maybe, and you're good to go. A little bit of that nice grilled
Oh
corn.
yeah. Look at that.
Nice side there.
Right.
And let's take a peek at our.
I know.
take
I'm
a peek-
excited about this.
All right, take a peek at our halibut. So we get in there, nice crisp and
Oh yeah. Look how good that is.
perfect. That is a
Nice and moist.
Oh yes.
You can just see the moisture
Oh,
coming.
it's just about to start flaking on us. It's beautiful. So we're gonna put that right there. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna top that with. We'll put that down there. We're gonna put some of that, a little bit of that jus there, chef, if you don't mind.
100%.
It's a little bit of.
I'm just gonna hold on to it for you. I'll
and-
let you do the jus.
This. So this is a bit of the halibut stock, and
Yep.
a little bit of that veal jus that we make. So just a little bit of there, and then we got some of those potatoes. Whew. Be careful when you take these things out.
Yes, 100% on that one. 100% on that one.
Okay.
You know, we do have chef hands, as we like to refer to it as, but don't burn your hands. It's not worth it.
All right.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Nice. A little bit of that.
And just the smell,
A little
right?
bit of that garlic, and oh yeah. So we'll put a couple of these guys in there, just like that. Maybe a couple of these guys there.
Okay.
Got some of that grilled leek you did up earlier there, chef. Some of
There
that-
you go.
Some of that onion. Perfect. A little bit of that maitake mushroom there. Then we're just going to finish this with some of those beautiful greens that we got from this morning. Just a little bit.
And edible flowers and nasturtiums, you can grow those on your, balconies, on your decks. You know, they make the dish just jump.
Yeah, and we got all these out of the garden here at Windermere House. So just a little bit of that. We're gonna pop a couple of these nice radishes in for color, and then I'm gonna finish with a couple of these black heirloom tomatoes, which just make the dish pop. Just add a touch of color, and we're there.
And then I'm just gently ripping up some of your lettuces, and we're gonna add the Arctic char to this. Again, your mushrooms, a little bit of the fingerling potatoes.
Beautiful.
So we're just gonna open up our char. Oh yeah, just look
Look
at
at
that. That is a thing of beauty.
That is a perfectly
I know,
cooked piece
right?
of char.
Love char. So we're just gonna take it
Beautiful.
with the garlic, nicely roasted,
Beautiful.
right? A little bit of your herb oil.
beautiful, chef. Perfect for the summer.
All right, halibut,
Yep.
steak,
Yep.
char, vegetables that were done in the fire.
Yep.
You truly made my day.
Thanks, chef. You did mine too.
Thanks so much, Chef Aaron, for having us and for allowing us to overtake your property, as it were. And hey, till next time, I'm Chef D. You never know where I'm going to be, and it might be at your cottage.